Okay, so that's about it on P2P. Now let's for now until whenever central bank their head clear, you can be using the P2P to do your deposits and do transfers. There are other ways, other payment channels, but for me this P2P is the best. Is the best for now, and it's directly on Binance. So you don't need to move from here to another place and all that. All right. So hope we got the whole thing.
Yeah, the
Hello.
P2P.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Neto Alpha now. This one I just enter here. Just park. Alpha.
Say, hello, good afternoon. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, sir.
Say, I know in on time and I'm trying to catch up with the whole thing. So,
No. Okay.
and I kind of got to the point where you were explaining how to place an order, and all that's P2P.
Mm.
But I would have loved it if you can do a recap, but if you cannot, I can actually come around so we can
We'll
do that.
see
We
any
can,
other time. No while about.
yes, we
It's
can
just
move on.
under this in your account. If you come to buy crypto,
Yeah, because
P2P trading.
that's the more reason, that the stuff I needed to know, because with this central bank wahala, if
Uh,
someone have kind of the money to deposit,
yes.
how can the person go about it? And through the P&P, I think it's a good way to start to their no score get down a little bit.
Okay. No while.
Thank you
Okay.
very much.
Yeah. So let's talk about DeFi. Okay. I've been hearing this DeFi of the things from last year, but I never really understood it. And let's say around November. And to be candid with you, this week, the last week when Binance held their blockchain week, I saw opportunities I had and I missed out with because I was just hearing the DeFi. I really didn't grasp the whole thing and all that. So uh, there were some DeFi coins I bought then that I was just trying to experiment with trading. I buy and I sell them. I was buying them at 0.0 something, and right now some of them are at $3, $4, and
Wow.
all that. So their rise was too sudden, and I was like, okay, what is all this about this DeFi? Because most times when I now start comparing DeFi with SeFi coins, I now saw that that's centralized finance coins. Most centralized finance coins, they take a lot of time to grow, and that's what we are used to. You buy coins, you now wait for it for like 1 year, 2 years for it to mature and start growing. But the centralized finance coins just comes into the market, and the next day they're hitting it times 10, times 20. So I started playing with some of them, and but the blockchain week that was held last week, I heard a lot of people talking about DeFi, and I came to understand, okay, this is why. Now, the banking system that we are fighting against now, that we don't like now, is centralized finance. Okay, so you have your money, you have to go to the bank and deposit the money. At that moment, the money is not in your hands, it's in the bank's hands. Whatever they do with it, you don't know. We just know that they do business. We don't know the kind of business they do with our money. Okay. Um, and as long as it's not in your hands, you are not using it. You can't do any business with it. Fine. There are now bank applications and ATM cards that can help you to access your money at any point in time, but then the money is not in your hands. That's the fact. The value has left your pockets. It's now with the bank. And whatever transaction they do, even if they make a 50% gain, at the end of the year, They just add only 1% to you, and as they're adding the 1% to you, they're collecting
ATM charge.
ATM charge,
It's very crazy.
SMS
Stamp,
charge,
stamp duty.
SMS
SMS
charge, stamp duty,
monthly,
and all
monthly,
that.
exactly.
By the time they finish collecting all that, your money have actually reduced by like 5%, but they added 1% to it. You know, by the time it stays there for 2-3 years, if you, I left 2,000 naira with Access Bank. Like I left my 2,000 naira in Access Bank, like end of 2018. So this beginning of this January, I downloaded Access Bank app to check what I have. I saw that I didn't have money again there.
Yeah.
Where did the money go?
That,
I didn't
that,
have, I didn't have anything again with Access Bank. So I just deleted
Just
the app.
as a matter of fact, you are owing them.
So exactly. So I just deleted the app. I just
That's
deleted the app. I don't have any business with them again. So that's centralized finance. Even the shares, buying all these shares, bonds, all these things are still centralized because the fact is that the money has left your hands. If you buy shares, they will give you a certificate that shows that you bought shares. That's all. The amount of shares you bought, if you are not monitoring it, you may not even know. Nothing. At the end of the year, you just receive one dividend and all that. But decentralized finance, which was made possible with blockchains,
that's DeFi.
yeah, as DeFi. Now you control your money by yourself. Sorry, even Binance, this Binance exchange is a centralized finance actually. Okay, because the whatever funds you have on Binance is not with you. It's inside Binance account.
Yeah.
Even the trading you are doing is inside Binance account. For it to come to you, you need to withdraw it to that's for you to be in custody of it, you need to withdraw it to a crypto wallet. You understand what I mean? You know Trust Wallet. Have you seen Trust Wallet before? Hello?
no, no.
Trust
No,
Wallet is a crypto wallet. It's
Is it like what's it called? Exodus, something like that, or
Exodus is also a crypto wallet.
okay.
Those ones you are now you have the password, you have the passphrase and all those things to it. Trust Wallet is there, Mat Wallet, iSafePower. There are many of them. Ledger. There are many of them out there in the market in on blockchain space. So these things are now is when you move your money from when you move your Bitcoin from Binance to these wallets. That is when you
have
have
control.
charge of what is higher exactly. But right now on Binance, you trade, you do your things and all that. This is centralized finance banking. But because of the DeFi that came in and the innovation of Binance too, because Binance runs, apart from this exchange, they have their own blockchain. Bitcoin has its own blockchain. Ethereum has a blockchain. And on Ethereum blockchain, there are many applications that are built that have their own tokens. Tron is a blockchain. I don't know if there are there any other currencies like I'll tell you there are many currencies. Okay, can you still see my screen?
Yes.
Yeah.
Uh, this all these are cryptocurrencies. All these are cryptocurrencies. So Bitcoin has its own blockchain. Ethereum has a blockchain. USDT doesn't have a blockchain, but it's on Ethereum blockchain. It's on Cardano blockchain. It's on Binance blockchain. You understand?
Yes.
Cardano is also a blockchain of its own. Ripple has its own blockchain. Polkadot has its own blockchain. Litecoin has its own blockchain. Chainlink doesn't have a blockchain. It's a token built on Ethereum. So some of these coins have their own Uniswap is a coin built on Ethereum. Aave is built on Ethereum. Some of these this Tron I was talking about, it has its own blockchain also and all that. So several of them are out there. Bitcoin supports only Bitcoin. It doesn't support any other coin. So it's only Bitcoin. Ripple is the same thing. It's only Ripple. Polkadot is also like Ethereum and Binance. It supports others. Cardano supports others and all that. So Binance has its own blockchain, and its blockchain allows decentralized finance applications to be built on it. So when people start building decentralized finance applications, Binance now employed it into their own listing, and they now have you can participate on DeFi with you can participate with on Binance with DeFi. You can participate with DeFi. Which one again? What again? Whatever. You understand what I'm saying, Sha?
Yes.
Yeah, with DeFi, DeFi staking is there, but still, this is very much limited. What is here is very, very much limited. You just go, and it has a particular time it runs out. You have to subscribe back again. And like I said, the funds is not in your wallet. It's not in your control. It's on Binance,
Yes.
and they do what they want to do. Even on this DeFi, they try to make it nice for people. Even this what is it called? This BNB vaults that so they buy BNB and put it in the vault. That vault is a DeFi product.
Okay.
That vault is a DeFi product. Sorry. Chugodi. Sorry, I'm coming.
If I dey sleep now, you go do it.
I wake you up.
Wow.
Hello.
Yeah.
Okay. So BNB vault is also this boy is limited actually. Now, so I want to kind of introduce some DeFi products to you, and like tell you how this works. This is how it works. Okay. Um, First, this Trust Wallet. This Trust Wallet is also I was experimenting with some of these things, and okay, you're not seeing my Trust Wallet, right?
No.
Okay, I'll get to it. So I was experimenting with these things, and I was just experimenting with it, and I found out a lot of things. Okay, so now there are three. What DeFi does is this: you have money in your account, okay, but the money is there and it is yielding something for you somewhere, but it's in your account, it's in your control. That is basically what it does. You have access to it, even if you are depositing. Let me take for example, this is how it is using the system we already have now. This is how it is. You have ₦1,000,000. You walk into a bank and tell the bank, I have ₦1,000,000. they see that you have $1 million naira, like you show them the cash, I have $1 million naira, and you tell them, I'm depositing this $1 million naira to you, but I'm not giving it to you.
Oh, God.
Sir?
See, if you want to, are you washing clothes now?
Sir, yes.
So using the big generator for washing clothes only, and warming food. Now the big generator is okay now.
Okay.
We are giving this small gen too much load.
All
It's not time before it's time. Off it now. Take the big one. And once you finish washing this thing, you off it.
All right.
You don't want to put the small one, you can now put.
Okay, sir.
When they're using it to warm food, the one bringing it down
using
so fast.
Using the big one for that.
You don't, and Chuko, you too, stop using the small gen to warm food or whatever. 24. The big one is working now. You use it, if you want to warm food, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, put on the big one. When you drink, you off it again. You need the small one for life. The small one is for life and free. We're using it because the other one has been down.
All right, sir. Hello?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. So, like I said, you have $1 million naira. You go to the bank, you show the bank that you have $1 million naira, but you don't give it to them. Still, you have access to what $1 million naira can get you from the bank. The $1 million naira is still in your account. It's still with you, like it's still in your pocket. The only thing is that you can't spend it because you have given it. You have shown the bank that you have this $1 million naira, and then you are still gaining things that you are meant to gain. Maybe like you are not using that $1 million naira as a collateral. It is still with you. The money is still in your pocket, but they now give you a loan of 500,000 because you have shown them that you have $1 million naira. You know, this is not possible normally. You need to deposit the money in the bank for them to give you something. You understand? You are not meant to have that money again with you. But now, in this decentralized finance, it is still in your pocket, but I will still use another example is like all this thing that rents vehicles. You go to a vehicle rentage, they rent their vehicle for 2 million naira. You go and show them that you have 3 million naira. So they see that you have 3 million naira. You did not give them the 3 million naira, but they will give you the car. When you finish what you are doing with the car, you go back and give them back their car. You not spend any money. It's just that you have it. They've seen that you have it. You didn't give anybody. The money is still with you. And they give you access to the services you are meant to do with that. You are meant to have with that. Like what you do in BNB Vote. You went to Binance and showed them, okay, I have 10 BNB. Oh, yeah, give me BTCST or give me leads. So they did not collect the 10 BNB from you and are giving you those things, right? So that is how that's how it works. That's how like decentralized finance basically works. And I tell you, a whole lot of projects are working on decentralized finance now. Sorry. So I see it's a way of earning money with the money, like you're making money with the money you have without spending that money at all. You're making money with the money you have without spending it. Yeah, so let's look at DeFi. Some of these are DeFi projects were there. Chainlink started in 2017 as a centralized finance product, but it changed to decentralized finance in March. As at March, when it changed to decentralized finance, Chainlink was still 0.1, $0.2. But between March and July, it rose to $12. And from then, it has just gradually continued. Uniswap also started in 2017 as a centralized finance product. And the moment it changed to decentralized finance, sometime in August, from August, this is how far it has gone. AVE, also almost the same thing. It was a centralized finance product in 2018, but changed to decentralized finance in October. And this is where it has gone to from October to now. As at that October, it was worth $30.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah. So October, it was worth $30. This has actually gotten to, if you look at this chart, you see that it peaked sometime before it started coming down again. It has gotten to $500 and something, and it will still keep rising. Synthetic, almost the same thing. Synthetic, as at January, it was still about so that same October, it was still about $1 or so. In fact, what actually brought about this change in decentralized finance products was Binance blockchain. What Binance blockchain did, even though all these things are still based on Ethereum, Compound is one of the biggest DeFi products, and this amount, this is what it's worth now. I'll show you the competitors of this thing. All these things are Ethereum products now. They're still Ethereum products, but I'll show you their competitors on Binance so that you see where these things can get to within the next 1 year from Binance. Among this is the first, this curve. I think curve, okay. No, that's not the one. That's not. Swipe is one of the first decentralized finance products on Binance blockchain. And Swipe was sold at $0.1 in November. Venus was also sold at $0.1 in September. This is where it has gone to. Now I'll show you the use case of some of them. Let me stop the price discussion. You see the use case and you see what it can do for you. Now, let me change my screen sharing. Can you see this? Hello, can you see this? Hello?
Yeah. Okay, this is blue stacks, Abby.
Yeah, this BlueStacks. You can see BlueStacks, right? It's an Android emulator on Windows. Yeah. So this Trust Wallet. Trust Wallet is the hardware wallet that was built by Binance developers. So it's kind of the official listing for Binance, but then there are other ones that came up. There is Mat Wallets and there is iSafePal. iSafePal is currently doing their launchpad on Binance too. So very soon we should be able to earn SFP tokens very soon. So, but now this is Trust Wallet. And this thing that was built on Binance blockchain and is Trust Wallet approves it will come to, that's applications that built will come to dApps. can see them. It was when I started seeing some of these things on dApps. That was when I started experimenting. So I downloaded Trust Wallet in December, came to find out this part in this January. I started experimenting. So the first product I want to talk about is PancakeSwap. Now, these two things, I'll talk about two products here, I'll tell you their use cases, but they've been kind of old, okay? And you can still come in if you want to, or if you take time and search the market, you might find some other interesting products like this that are built on Binance. Now, there is, I don't know if I've told you, I've mentioned it before that Binance is going to surpass Ethereum. You see this price of Ethereum that is 1,000 whatever.
Okay.
BNB is going to reach it and is going to beat it for two main reasons. Binance blockchain is faster than Ethereum blockchain. And if you want to send $1,000 with Ethereum, Ethereum is going to charge you a fee of up to $80. So what you are going to use for a transaction of $1,000 is about $1,080. I don't think that sounds nice to us, does it?
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
Not
Now,
at all.
if you want to transfer $1,000 with Binance, what you are going to spend is just $2 extra as charge. It's not even going to be up to that $2. The cheapest blockchain is Tron. Sorry. The cheapest blockchain is this Tron blockchain. It's the cheapest. You can transfer $1,000 and spend only 1 cent on the transaction. But the problem with Tron is that it has a very big supply, 71 billion coins. So it more than serves for the population. However, Ethereum has just 100 and something, 114 million coins, and Binance has 154 billion coins. This will make it that since they have limited supply, as more people come to use it, the prices go up. You understand? The usability and the fact that it's a bit scarce makes the prices to go up. So with time, because of that speed and transaction cost, many people already complain about Ethereum. So they need things. For example, this Theta was built first on Ethereum. But if you want to transfer 1,000, and like I said now people started building this Theta on Binance and also on Tron. Today, Tron processes more of Theta transfers than Ethereum does, because nobody wants to spend that $80 for transferring 1,000. And the higher you transfer, the more you are spending. If you are transferring up to 2,000, you are spending about 100 and something. You understand? So the higher you are transferring, even those that are doing little transfer, somebody that wants to transfer $1 worth of USDT is still going to be charged about $80 to transfer $1 on Ethereum. So it's more like the people that are there are those that have been there before, that have already made much money on it. People are looking for cheaper means of transacting on the blockchain. So Binance is one of the closest alternatives. Polkadot is also a very good alternative, and Tron is a good alternative, but then Tron is not good for investors because Tron has been at this price 0.03 whatever for close to 2 years without making any movements because of this supply. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Give me some time. I'll come back now. So because of this, I think not just me, anybody that's good with analytics will tell you that looking at everything that is happening, Binance is going to surpass Ethereum. Binance Smart Chain was launched in October, but it's already transacting 1 million transactions a day, while Ethereum has 1.5 million transactions a day. Ethereum has been there for 5 years. Binance blockchain has been there for barely 5 months, and it's already almost competing with Ethereum on number of transactions, because it is way cheaper than Ethereum and still very much faster than it. Now, this is very important because these dApps, these DeFi products, for you to go to the bank to, like I said, go to the bank and show them that you have 1 million. On this blockchain, you need to approve a contract, and that contract is going to cost you some fees. So if you want to approve a contract of on Ethereum blockchain and you are doing that $1,000, it's going to charge you $80 for the contract. While on Binance, it's going to charge you just $2 for the contract. And at the end, except if you are leaving those funds with Ethereum on the Ethereum blockchain for years, you may not recover your gas costs. But on Binance blockchain, within 2-3 days, depending on what you're entering with, 2-3 weeks, you have recovered that your transaction cost and even made profits. Now, first thing I'm going to talk about is Pancake Swap. Pancake Swap. There are two major ways of earning money on this Pancake Swap. Okay, now, centralized exchanges like Binance, they are the ones that list coins. If you look at, you will notice some announcements. Binance is going to list so coin by so day and all that. Have you noticed some announcements like that?
Yeah.
For Binance, yeah. So they announce when they're going to list coins and all that. But in DeFi, there's no such announcement. You can buy anything with any DeFi exchange. You can buy anything at all, because I have BNB and I have, let's say, another coin. Let me say I have a coin. This Pancake, their own coin is called Cake. So I have BNB and I have Cake. I decided to come to this Pancake Swap and deposit and add a liquidity with BNB and Cake. I'll decide to add this kind of liquidity and provide it on Pancake Swap. Once I do that, it is listed. If it has already been listed before I came, it is going to add what I'm listing. So let's say I want to deposit 0. This and it's going to give me this amount of Cake. If I had a balance, it was going to show me something here under these LP tokens below. It should have shown me what's my percentage. Okay, here is showing me my percentage in the pool. This percentage is what I am going to be earning from gas fees of people that want to do a transaction between BNB and Cake. So what I'm trying to explain is this. I already have BNB and Cake. Let's say I have 1,000 BNB and I have 1,000 Cake, and I come here and deposit it and identify. I'm not depositing actually. I'll identify that, okay,
You
I
have it.
this number of Cake and this number of BNB, and I approve a contract. Now, they are going to give me something. They're going to give me something called liquidity token. You see this LP, bakery LP, all these LPs you are seeing are things that I've already deposited. and they show me that I have this liquidity with this pool. So if somebody wants to buy cake, the person will come to this place and decides to buy cake, just clicks on buying cake and deposit his BNB. It is going to take from me and from other people that have deposited, that have signified that they have this amount. I guess what I'm saying. It's almost like to now be like a crowdfunding. We have all deposited. This person brought 1 million naira. This person bring 7,000 naira. This one bring 100 million. This one bring, you understand? Put it in a particular basket. Now, people that want to do a project that needs money will come to that basket and collect money to go and do the project. After that, if they are returned, when they finish the project and they pay back we collect fees. We that have deposited that money has our percentage of the profit they made.
Wow.
You understand that kind of stuff?
Yes. So, but can I ask a question?
Yeah.
How often do people take money from take the key to do contract?
Yeah. So that's. Let me show you. So this Pancake Swap now. Pancake Swap has this number of transactions. This 200 and something billion, 200 and something million transactions a day.
Okay, wow.
You understand?
Yeah.
So out of these 200 and something million transactions, let's say 1% of it, 1% of it is the gas fees that everybody there is going to share. So 1% of this is going to be like $2 million. You understand? So $2 million in gas fees that is going to be shared among all the people that, and let's say your percentage in that pool is 1%. 2 million
1%
times 1% is what?
Yes.
1% of 2 million is like 200.
$200,000. No,
You get the gist now.
Yeah. I get the gist.
You get the gist. So, but most of the for you to get this 1% is going to be much now. It may just be
20,000.
Yeah. You need, what I mean is the liquidity in this pool. Let me check something. This BNB cake now already has this thing that have been supplied to it. This cake BNB liquidity pool, and it already has a total liquidity of $91 million. So if you want to have 1% of it, you need to be looking at a supply 900,000.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So, but then, even if it is very small, even if you are supplying like $100 worth of liquidity, you are still going to be earning something. I get what I'm saying. Like, you are still going to be earning something from this amount of liquidity that is from this amount of transactions.
From the 91 million.
Exactly. Let's say now that not from the 91 million, from this 200 and something.
Okay, million.
This one. Yeah. Now, if you look at what you're not going to earn in one, okay, let me just put it to perspective. What I've deposited in this place, in this cake BNB, when I was testing, what I deposited was about $80 worth of, that's $40 worth of BNB and $40 worth of cake. That's what I deposited. Okay. And that was on this Monday. From Monday to now, I checked and I've seen that I've earned $2 on that. Are you getting me?
Yes.
I've gained $2, $1.something actually.
In 1 week.
In 1 week.
And you deposited like $80.
Just $80. Now, there's another catch to it. There is a risk factor in this thing. in this liquidity, a risk factor is there. Now, when you're providing liquidity, you need to match exactly the same worth of cake and BNB. So that's why I said I provided $40 worth of BNB and $40 worth of cake. So if you are bringing $100 worth of BNB to the table, you're also going to bring $100 worth of cake. That makes your liquidity $200. So if you are bringing $1,000 worth of BNB, you need to bring $1,000 worth of cake to match. Now, cake and BNB rise and falls. Their prices rises and falls consistently. So at the time you are providing that $40 worth and $40 worth here, cake, that $40 worth of BNB may tomorrow rise to $45. But this pool is still going to try to maintain a balance between two of them for you. So if cake rises to $40, $45, if BNB rises to $45 and cake rises to $50, it's going to aggregate both of them and bring it to like 48.5. Then it will give you $48.5 worth of BNB and $48.5 worth of cake. Now, if it does that, you may find out that either your cake, like I said, your $40 worth of cake was now worth $50.
Yeah.
So if it brings it down to 48.5, you see that the number of cake you deposited will have to reduce. While number of BNB you deposited will have to increase.
Because it's trying to make it equal.
To strike a balance.
Yes.
You understand? So this thing is called impermanent loss. It's a loss because the value of your BNB has decreased a little. Tomorrow, if your BNB increases more than the cake, it's still going to reduce. One must increase and the other one will decrease just to strike that balance.
Yeah.
However, what you are earning from the fees will more than make up for that loss if you hold it on a long term. Are you getting me?
Yes.
If you leave that thing for a long term, whatever loss since you are going to acquire any of them will measure up for the whatever loss you are going to acquire, the fees you are going to be earning from will measure up for those losses. That's why it is called what? Impermanent. The loss is not permanent. The loss is there.
But technically, it's not a loss.
Yeah.
Because from 50, if the cake is 50, and the BNB is maybe 45, and at the end of the day they make it 48.5, and this one 48.5.
Yes.
It's kind of like they took it from cake and added the BNB.
Well, you know that the thing is that it's still good. This is keep being dynamic. The fact is that you've made a loss from one of them.
Okay.
If you deposit
it's insignificant now.
It's that's why it is called impermanent. The risk factor is there, but it's impermanent. You understand? Hello, yeah.
Yeah. So if you are talking about holding it for a long term, what do you mean by that? 6 month period or a year period?
You leave
or something
it.
like
Just deposit it there and leave it.
Okay.
For example, I told you that Uniswap started in 2017. There are people that have been holding their liquidity on Uniswap since that time, from 2018, from 2019.
And another thing is if, for instance, I'm making a deposit of $100 worth of BNB, same thing with cake, $100, making it total of $200, right?
Yes.
That will kind of bring my total worth of BNB down, right? Because that I have already deposited it to this platform or to DeFi platform. I don't have it on my vote or whatever, right?
Yes.
So peradventure or in its near future, I kind of want to withdraw back all those funds and all that, the current price of BNB will still be what I will receive or what, or how can I?
No.
Because if I deposit, when I deposited, let's for instance, when I deposited $100 worth of BNB, the price was $69. You understand? And coming 2 years after that or down the line, I want to pull back my funds from the DeFi platform.
Yeah.
And BNB have increased times to have run times 3 of that initial amount or initial price it was when I deposited.
Exactly.
How can the DeFi one I have to transfer back to my BNB vote or wallet? Will it still appreciate looking at the current price of BNB at that moment?
It is still going to appreciate, but it may not appreciate as much as if it was in your wallet, because it's still going to keep striking a balance between BNB and cake continuously throughout that period.
Okay.
So if you deposited 2.5 BNB,
Yeah.
now
Yes.
by the time you are withdrawing, you might withdraw something lower than 2.5 or something higher than 2.5. It's when you withdraw, it's going to retain the worth at that time. But the thing is that the number of BNB you deposited may not be the number you get back. I don't know if you get what I'm saying.
No, it's not quite clear. Can you throw more light on it?
Okay, let's say when I deposited my own, BNB was still worth $40.
Okay.
Now, what I deposited should be around $0.9 thereabouts. So 0.9 BNB, I mean, that I deposited. Okay. Are you getting me?
Yes, I'm with you.
So 0.9 BNB. Now my 0.9 BNB is here. The value is still going to be increasing. Now BNB is worth let's say $70. Okay. When I want to withdraw, if I still had that 0.9 BNB, maybe it will not be worth something like $65 at this 70.
Yes.
But now when I want to withdraw my BNB, because of impermanent loss, I may have something like 0.8 something BNB instead of that 0.9. Hello, are we clear? It's like,
yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah, with me, Ba.
Yes,
So
yes.
that's 0.85 BNB I will now get back. We'll still be counting as at $70. At $70 that BNB is at now.
Okay. Now
Where the loss came from is not the value. Where the loss comes from is that the value of BNB deposited might have reduced. If you deposited 1 BNB, you may now be getting 0.9 BNB.
But they will still rate it at the current price for that 0.1.
It's still going to be rated at the current
even if maybe like in January you bought the 0.9 BNB at maybe $40, and okay, let's say maybe you bought the 1 BNB at $40 in January and you make it with cake and you take it with cake. Maybe after 6 months, and the BNB is at $70 now, but due to the fact that they are trying to create to create a balance between that 6 months, maybe your BNB will now come to 0.9.
Exactly.
Okay. But it will still be multiplied by 70, right? Not the 40.
It will still multiplied by 70 and not the 40 you bought it.
Okay, yeah.
If BNB has risen to $1,000,
your 0.9 will be multiplied by 1,000.
By that 1,000, exactly.
Instead of the 40 you bought it.
Instead of the loss there is just that the number of BNB deposited would have reduced. That's all. Or the number of cake that you deposited would have reduced. That's all. You
Hello?
understand?
Yeah, but can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, but when the number of BNB have reduced, for instance, let me use BNB as a case study here because that's what I'm conversant with. If the number of BNB deposited have reduced, based on the
balancing.
DeFi principle, trying to strike a balance, you understand?
Yes.
If you are bringing it back to your BNB wallet, it will still affect your balance brought down now. It will still, for instance, you took away 1 BNB from it. Then after 6 months, you are bringing back the amount of BNB you stake on DeFi, and it have already reduced to 0.09 or 0.9. You understand? It will affect the balance. It's just that
The value will be higher.
it will not be significant. Looking at it's just a little point or little 0.000 that they remove. I don't know if you understand my point, but at the end of the day,
that is why it is called a loss.
Affects. Yeah. Okay. So how can someone?
That's why it is called a loss.
How can you now find a way around it? And whatever we are doing, we are talking of how to maximize, spend less and maximize profits.
Exactly.
You understand?
Now,
so how can
that is why to compensate. Now, why I prefer this pancake is for 2 reasons. I'm going to introduce the second reason, but the first reason is this: to compensate for that impermanent loss, the fees you are going to be earning will more of make up for it. If you look at 6 months period, the fees you are going to earn within that 6 months. Okay, now when I staked my BNB, my cake and BNB, okay, when I did this cake and BNB, you see this cake BNB LP staked here, 2.206.
Yes.
What it was at that time, that Monday, was 2.205.
Okay.
I don't know how this is came up from, but like this 6 months have come from the fees I earned.
Okay.
So when I'm going to withdraw, I'm not going to be withdrawing again based on 2.205. I'm going to now be withdrawing based on 2.206.
Okay.
So you've earned fees and you've earned things that would have covered up for that impermanent loss.
Okay, hold on, please. These fees you are talking about,
yes,
is it different from the 0.091 I'm seeing?
Which one?
The initial amount you deposited. Now the
initial amount you deposited.
That's why.
This 0.091. No, leave this. Leave this one for now. Leave this thing for now. This thing is not part of. Just hold on for this one. I'm going to explain it. I'm going to come to this now. It's not part of liquidity.
Okay, the 2.206,
yeah,
you have to withdraw it when you are done with DeFi. You can't withdraw it. Let's say
you can withdraw it whenever you want. If I want to, I can withdraw it right now.
The 2.206 is it dollar or what? What's the point?
No. It's called. It's just like the certificate that was issued to you because you bought shares. Okay. It signifies the amount. It signifies the amount of shares you have in this pool.
Okay, it's now when you take it to wherever to claim your reward, or then now know the value of what, or can you place a value on it?
No, it's in that once you now decide to withdraw it, that's when you see the value.
Okay.
Okay, but would the value be in dollars or in BNB or in cake?
Wait, the value of this this 2 point, it doesn't have a value attached to it. Is when you withdraw it, it will now give you back your cake and your BNB.
Okay.
You understand?
So,
if you withdraw this thing now,
it's more like when you deposited, the value of your cake and BNB was 2.205.
Exactly.
So within the last 6 or 7 days, it's risen to 2.206, making
2.206.
okay, that's it. So if you leave it longer than it has been, it might
It will,
get to 5.0 something. So when you now
whatever. Yes.
now get
Okay, so whenever you want to whenever you want to withdraw this now, then dividing it between cake and BNB, that's when they will start striking the balance, right?
They'll strike the balance and give you back.
Okay, everything okay. So
You get.
it might not necessarily be a loss. You know,
Yeah, that's the thing now. It's called the only reason it's called impermanent loss is if you do it and withdraw it immediately, you are going to get something less than what you deposited.
but
But
as
if you
long
leave
as
it exactly, if you leave it in a long term, that's why I say some people on Uniswap provided their liquidity that 2017, 2018, and have left it there and it's yielding money for them. The idea of this thing is just to put the money there, let it be yielding something for you, like
yes,
on
yes,
passive income,
yes,
this thing.
okay, and like I said earlier, situation whereby you, for instance, I have like 5 BNB on my vote. I kind of staked it and kept it on the vote. I
Mm,
wanted to do this DeFi subscription of a thing. I
mm,
had to remove, let's say, 2 BNB from it, striking a balance from for 1 BNB for the BNB, then 1 BNB. That how can I do this? I want to use
okay.
1 BNB, let's say $70 now
Mm,
for BNB, then the other $70 for cake. That's I've already used 2 BNBs. So I will now
okay.
have 3 BNB on my vote, right? And that's
Yes.
what once they are doing early launch pool, that's the only amount. That's equivalent of the 3 BNB I have. That's the only thing I can get once they are sharing all this airdrop and
Okay.
launch
Now,
pool coin, right?
to me, I will still say leave your BNB there. If you want to subscribe to this, let it be something fresh. Leave your
Okay,
BNB there.
just buy a
Buy and
new,
that buy, yeah. Start with
okay,
something, yeah.
not the ones that are already there. Okay,
Just leave. Uh, you should just be focused on trying to increase what you have so that to increase your earning.
yeah,
Okay.
because that's the angle I'm looking at. If I have to go back and touch the one I've already staked
No,
to kind of
you don't
destabilize
need
the
to.
whole the
You
earnings
don't,
and all that. Yeah.
you don't need to do that.
Okay.
It's for you, Sha. Now, this is the first part of liquidity. This is what this is what liquidity started with. Okay, people just add liquidity and put one, two pairs and leave it there. That's what it started with. But with Binance blockchain, PancakeSwap was able to take it to to a second level. This is the liquidity here. This is this thing. When you provide this liquidity, LP tokens will be given to you. It will be like this in your wallet. Something like this will be given to you in your wallet. Bakery LP, all these LPs you are seeing will be given to you in your wallet to signify that you have liquidity on this pair. You get. Now, I hope we are following.
yes.
Yes.
Now, PancakeSwap took it to a different level. You have provided this liquidity. You have your liquidity pool token. You are earning from the liquidity pool fees. Whatever percentage you are earning is there. You are earning it daily or whatever. Now, why keep that your liquidity pool token there in your wallet idle? PancakeSwap now has a solution. Sorry, before I come to that, Uniswap, eh, once you provide liquidity and you are earning from the pool token from the fees, it converts that fees you are earning to uni and is giving you uni. gradually from those fees in your account. Okay, so people that deposited some time ago, and maybe they've earned more than let me open the other. And as they're earning, I know people that have said that they've earned more than 100 units just by providing liquidity there. That 100 units, each of them is worth $17 and all that. So their fees are being converted to uni, and they can go and sell the uni and make their money. Their liquidity remains where it is. So it's passive income for them. However, PancakeSwap took it a different thing. Your liquidity is added to what you already deposited, not converted to uni, to cake. But you can come and take that liquidity pool, that LP that was given to you. You can come to the farm and stake it. That's what you see here.
So sorry, I don't know if I was the only one that lost it a while ago, or if others did as well.
Okay.
I kind of lost it when it kind of was about to show us how
just repeat. Let me see. You say you kind of lost when I should what?
When you were about to talk about how Cake improvised for
how to took it to the next level now, right?
Yes, that was the point.
Okay.
So I don't know if
how they took it to the next level is what I want to explain now. Normally, when you just provide liquidity, normally what other people have been doing, uni, compound, all these people, all these other liquidity DeFi products, what they just do is you provide the liquidity. The fees you are earning, they convert it to their native token. That is, for Uniswap, it is Uni. For Compound, it is Compound. They convert that your fees, what you are earning on fees, to Uni or to Compound. And then you can now sell that to your Uni and make the profits from there.
Okay.
But PancakeSwap did it differently.
Okay.
Whatever you are earning from liquidity is added to the liquidity you already have.
Oh, and that's what we saw with the 2.205 that rose.
Exactly, that rose to 2.20.
Yes. Others might just take the 0.05 and put it in and convert it to their primary coin.
Yes, to their own primary coin.
But this one adding it to the one.
But they are adding it to their listing.
Yes.
However, that liquidity pool token that I was given to you for in this instance, that 2 point something, you can now come again to this place and stake it here. This 2.2 now, I now staked it here to be earning cake for me.
Oh, wow.
So you're earning fees differently, and you're also earning cake differently.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you notice, this number have been increasing. When I opened this place at first, it was 0.090. It got to 991, and now it is 92.
Okay.
I don't know if you get.
Okay, this 0.092 now is the cake you got from. Is the cake you got from investing the profit you got from the cake and BNB this thing.
No, it's not a profit yet. When I provided cake and BNB, they gave me 2.205.
Yes.
Now, if it was on another platform, Uni, Compound, what they do is this 2.205 remains stagnant.
Yes, they will not give you your bonus of 0.005.
Exactly. Will be the bonus was 0. Will now be converted to Uni. and I can sell uni.
Yeah.
But these people, Pancake, what they do is the fees is added back to that 2 points whatever.
To now make it 0 point. To now make it 2.2.
2.206.
Okay.
But I can now come and take this 2.206 here again to be earning cake for me.
Okay.
That's the next level.
Okay. But
Not the highest next level.
Okay,
no, it's not.
But
yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
So this 2.206 now, you're taking it to earn more cake, eh?
To earn cake, yes.
Yeah. What of the first place, the first place you added your cake and BNB? What will be happening? What will happen to the? What will happen? What will happen? What will be happening to the 0.0051? They will keep giving you, or will it?
It will still be automatically added to.
Okay. After you
take, you have already
Hello.
Hello. I can't hear him again. No. Can you hear him?
Yeah, there's network. I think it's network issue. Yes. It's more like once it comes back, we have to refer him back to where you stop hearing him. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah,
I think the network threw you out here before.
Okay, yeah, I think a call came into my phone and it's disrupted my network. So you can hear me now, Ba?
Loud and clear.
Out.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah, hello, guys. I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, present.
Okay. Sorry for that break. Chinedu.
Yeah, I'm still with you.
Okay. So, are we any questions on this? Is there anything around?
Because when the call came, I couldn't really. What we are saying that time, I didn't really hear you. Okay, it has increased again. Yeah.
Wow.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
What you're saying is, if you buy the BNB cake, then you stake. They add the 0.001. When they add the 0.001, you come out and put it in a farm for it to generate more cake for you.
No,
what
no,
you're saying,
let's okay. No,
what
let's
you're
break it. Let me break it down again. Let me start somehow. Let me start from the beginning.
okay.
What happened to me was this. Sorry. I came here to provide liquidity. So I added liquidity on BNB and Cake. When I did that, 2.205 LP token was given to me. Are you getting me?
Okay.
2.205 was given to me.
Yes.
Now, I now came to this farm and staked that 2.205. And stake that 2.205 here.
Okay.
Now, there are two different things at work here.
Okay.
The liquidity pool is on its own.
Okay.
Where I got the 2.205 is on its own. If I earn any fees on this liquidity pool, that 2.205, it will be added back to this 2.205. And that's it is the thing that's added so far that made it 2.206.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
However, this 2.206 now is staked here and it is earning cake for me. Are you getting?
Yes.
Is
So
it kind of?
whenever I get anything from the liquidity, they'll just add it here, which is still earning K for your other, right?
No. This one is different. This cake now is different. I'll still come to
I know,
what
I know. I
okay.
said, but what you're saying is,
Mhm.
whenever you get your profit
Fees
from the liquidity,
from the
so
liquidity,
yeah,
yes.
they will add it here,
Exactly.
which in turn is still generating
It's
cake.
still generating this cake. Yeah. It will be
Okay,
increasing what is here, generating cake for you.
okay.
Now as I was experimenting, as I was getting rewards from this, I now added some more pairs. I added to this bet X. I can see what I added 0.021 something, and all that. There are some others that are down. I added to them.
Okay. This this thing is under liquidity now. You added.
Those, yeah, under liquidity on under pair, I bet
Okay,
it, and then came and staked it again to earn this thing.
okay.
There's under liquidity again. There should be no one's no. There should be TWT BNB. Okay, Reef BNB. I added liquidity on Reef BNB. They gave me 20 point something, and I added this here to be earning cake for me.
Yeah.
Uh, and others. Okay. I still have some that I'm going to take time to just increase it. I had the TWC is also here and all that. So these are the things I did for this place. Now remember I told you that Uniswap, Compound, all these other ones, what they just do is the fees, they add it back to, they convert it to Uni. That's the only way to earn Uni. But here, liquidity fees is put directly to the liquidity, while you can stake that liquidity to be earning cake for you. Now, on this pancake swap again, you can still stake cake to be earning cake for you. This one no more liquidity again.
So all those cake you've been gathering.
Yes, all the
Okay.
cake you've been gathering, or me, I bought some.
Okay.
Okay, as at Monday when I started, I had 100 cake in my Binance wallet, so I just moved the cake. Okay, I had about 120 cake. I moved the cake. then use 20 for the liquidity, and then use the remaining 100 for use 100 to stake in this cake to earn cake. Now, between Monday and yesterday night, I noticed that I've earned a total of 5 cakes. And then I removed all of them and staked it back here. That is this 105 you are seeing here now.
How much is one cake now?
That is, one cake is worth $3.2.
Okay,
$3. As at Monday I started, one cake was worth let me go to where is cake? Let's check the price of Monday when I started. Monday is February 1st. One cake was 2.6. But before then, I had bought cake at 0.6. In fact, there was a time I bought this cake at 0.02. I bought it at 0.02 something and sold it at 0.04. I didn't know what it was. And I bought up to 300 of it then.
Wow.
If I had known what it was, I didn't know what it was. I bought about 300 of it.
But again, like $900 from Amazon.
That's it now. I didn't know it was worth nothing then. So I just, it has increased. I sold it. So it was, when it was now 0.6, around this time was when I bought it again. I was wanting to sell it at $1. Before I started hearing of Pancake Swap, I'm like, okay, let me know what this thing is. I should have sold it before that 1st January. But at that 1st January, it was now worth 2.6. And now it is this thing. Now, let's look at the counterparts. Like I said, Binance blockchain is going to surpass ETH. So everything that is on Binance will definitely surpass its counterpart in ETH. And the counterpart of this pancake on ETH is Uniswap, Sushi, Compound. Uniswap is what is this one? Uniswap is currently worth $17. Sushi Swap is currently worth $12. Compound is currently worth 418. Now, after providing all this liquidity, like I said, from that Monday night till yesterday night, I found out I have up to 5. That means I earn about, from yesterday night till now, so I've already earned 1 cake. Now let's imagine that cake gets to, let's even call it $10. Let's say it is $10. Let's get it to $10. You sleep, you wake up, there is 1 cake waiting for you, and you allow it for 30 days. That's $300. That's about 100 and something thousand naira for doing nothing.
Wow, that's amazing.
You understand what I'm saying now? So I think it's a good investment to do if I don't know. Are you with me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're saying that if I want to buy cake now, if we want to do this now, we should start it from like that. You're going to start it from another thing, like not moving the BNB you have in Binance to.
Instead of moving the BNB, for me, I'm treating this things like an investment. Okay, yes. The risk factor for cryptocurrency is there. It's risky. It's a risky something. So fine. it's to get to a point where, okay, if I'm getting something comfortably, I may not need to start pumping more money again into it. In fact, as I am now, I may not put anything for this thing again for now until after the program I have this year. I want to settle down this year. So it's after it I'll now know, okay, this is the amount of money I still want to put into cryptocurrency. But to be honest with you, self, it
But
was
if you
only
want to buy,
25.
if you want to buy this thing now, with all these things that our banks are doing now, how are you going to do it?
That's the P2P I showed you.
That means you're going to still do it in Binance.
Yeah, you do it in Binance. You do it in
Then,
Binance. After
then,
that, you now
then you
transfer
transfer the thing to your wallet because I already
to
have a
your
Trust wallet.
yes. After that, you go to Trust Wallet and transfer it. It's from Trust Wallet. Everything is on Trust Wallet. This is Trust Wallet. Everything is there. Uh, if you go to Trust Wallet and search for cake, you'll see it. Okay. If you copy your address here,
So, but
oh
that amount on your Trust wallet,
yeah,
that's $3.
mm.
This one now, what does it, what money is that?
this burger
No,
swap is all the things that are here already. These are what it gave me that at $3. Some of
this
these
is
things
not
are
like
here.
this is not like your liquidity or anything.
No. It's not the liquidity.
These ones are in your trust wallet.
Yeah, these ones are just things in my trust wallet that gave this amount.
So if you are doing P2P now and you're transferring it to your trust wallet,
Yeah,
It will best
thereafter,
of all show there.
it will do what?
Well, if you do P2P now and transfer it to your Trust wallet, it will show here first now, right?
Yeah, you do P2P here as BUSD or whatever. Then you trade. You buy cake on. You buy whatever liquidity you want to provide. You buy it there on Binance. Then transfer it to Trust Wallet.
okay, so what it means now is if you do the P2P and you trade on cake, so you have to wait till
You say,
when when you do that P2P
yeah,
and then after that P2P, the next thing you have to do is to trade your Binance
trade,
cake,
yeah,
trade
trade
your Binance
BUSD to cake. Yeah,
BNB to cake to get cake. So as soon as
exactly.
you get your cake, you transfer that cake to your
Trust Wallet.
trust wallet.
Yeah.
So it is this 33.449 is the amount transferred from your cake to your trust
The amount.
wallet.
Yeah, some of these things are what I transferred from my Binance account to Trust Wallet.
Okay.
This burger now, I bought it on Binance and I transferred it here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So once you transfer it to your wallet now, you can now
Can do the
add it
things you want to
to
do.
your liquidity on your cake.
Exactly.
Cake.
Exactly. Now, this is one of the projects. This pancake is one of the projects. The second one I want to talk about is Venus. Venus is a borrowing and lending platform. So, normally if you the money you deposit in banks, deposit in bank and people come and borrow it from banks, right? That's
Yes.
how it's done. People come and borrow it from banks and do whatever. But DeFi makes it that you just you don't need to go and make one deposit in a bank. You just connect your wallet to the application and identify that you have this as collateral deposited there. Even if you're not borrowing, those that want to borrow will come and borrow, and you earn something from there too. So let me go to Venus. It's a borrowing and lending platform. So it has a number of assets that you can use. As collateral, and also can be borrowed. Supply. Please, where do people stop hearing me from?
Why you are talking about opening the venues?
Okay. So I've opened the Venus. I've opened the Venus platform. So it has several assets that can be borrowed or supplied. So for example, SXP, there is 15 million SXPs on this platform now. I was supplied by 541 people.
Number of borrowers and
So far, 118 people have borrowed it, and it still has high that has gotten so far is 32 million.
Mm.
Oh, hello?
yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry about this network going off and on. Okay, so I was showing the number of, so there is BNB. BNB is here. BNB has a total of 6,000 suppliers and 700 people have borrowed so far. The total amount of supply, 112 million, and 75 million has been borrowed so far. Hope you're hearing me.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so when I came to the platform, I saw what I had. I have BNB, I have XPS, and I had bets. So I supplied these three. The amount I supplied. When I supplied BNB, I supplied 0.9. That was 2 days ago. For being a supplier, I supplied 0.9 BNB. But between that 2 days and now, I've earned 0.002. These two you are seeing here now. It wasn't part of what I deposited. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So definitely now, the more BNB you have, the more you deposit, the more you are going to earn. But so far, this is what I got. And I had to go and buy this XVS. XVS is their native token. So if you don't have XVS, watch this percentage. This 11.31%. Without XVS, I'll be earning 2.94%. But with XVS, I'll be earning 11. So I went and bought one XVS. XVS was that is $23. As
So
at January,
all these things now you can buy them on Binance, Abi.
you can buy them on Binance, yeah. As at January, XVS was worth about $2 or $3. So at 1st January, but that's going to $23.
Wow.
Now, I had bets, I supplied bets also, all that. So you can still choose. With time, I plan to increase the number of whatever I'm supplying. I don't need to put much money, just little money, the much I can. But the thing is that I have in mind that it's going to be on a long-term basis.
Yes, yes, yes.
You get long term. That's what I think now. So 0.9 BNB has gotten me something. Now also, apart from the increase in these assets, apart from the increase in their assets as a result of the APY, for supplying, I'll be also be earning XVS.
Okay, okay, okay.
You get, it will not reflect in my accounts now because what I supplied is too small. So the XVS I'll be earning is still small, but something is being earned here.
Yes.
Now, because I've supplied something worth $133, I can borrow if I want to borrow. If I want to borrow something, I can borrow. I can, okay, there should be okay, it's in this place I'll see. The maximum, as that's when I supply this thing, the maximum I could borrow is about $80. But instead of borrowing something from here, this platform also has its own stable coin. Stable coins are coins that are pegged against the dollar or against any currency, any other currency. So they have two coins. XVS is the normal cryptocurrency, while VI, this VI is a stable coin that is pegged against the dollar. So since I had 80, I've deposited 100 and something dollars worth of cryptocurrency, and I could borrow $80 worth of cryptocurrency. I now came, instead of borrowing cryptocurrency, I came and borrowed VI. I minted 30 VI and borrowed it. Hmm? Hello?
We hear you.
Hope you are following. Now, this 30 VI I borrowed, I still came back to this platform on their vault and staked that 30 VI. And for staking this 30 VI, I am earning XVS also. So there are there are three ways I'm earning on this platform now. There are three ways to earn on this platform. Three different ways.
On the Venus platform, right?
Yeah, on Venus.
Okay. First,
Three different ways. The first one, by supplying
the interest
to a
you
collateral.
get from supplying.
Exactly. Supplying a collateral, you earn interest for it. Now, for supplying
The interest you get
collateral,
from buying SP.
you said? Hello?
If I should get you correctly, hello?
Hello, yes?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I mean, from the three ways you said you're earning from supplying to the interest you get from buying XDS and
No, not interest I gain from buying XBS. The
the percentage you get
the
from
percentage.
the increased percentage you get
That's
from
the first
buying
one.
XDS.
That's the first one.
Okay, the increased percentage is the first one.
You know, for supplying, you are earning a percentage.
Yes.
For supplying this collateral, you are earning a percentage.
Okay.
But because I added XBS, that percentage increased.
Increased. Yes.
That's one.
Okay. Then
now, for supplying this thing, for supplying, I will still be earning XVS again, apart from this XVS that is here. Do you get? Hello?
Yeah.
Hello? Yes?
Hello, hello.
Do you get what I said? Are you guys not hearing me again? Ah.
I think
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I think I got you. It's not left for him. I don't know if he got what you explained.
Hello? Yeah, Alpha.
Ah. Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, sorry for the interruption. Somebody was asking something. Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you have dealt with it. It's left for him to acknowledge if you understood what you just said.
Okay, let me go afresh again. For supplying collateral, I'll be earning on those collaterals. Now, to increase the percentage of what I'll be earning, I needed XVS. So I bought XVS and deposited. So that's one. The second thing is that for supplying collateral, I'll be earning XVS.
Yeah.
You get?
Yes.
Now, the third one is that for supplying collateral, I can borrow. So I went and borrowed VI. This is their stable coin, VI, and then staked it back to their vaults. And this VI I staked on this vault is still earning XVS for me again.
And
So
it's still earning VI too.
No, it's not earning VI.
Okay, it's not earning VI.
It doesn't earn VI.
Okay, just earning XVS.
Just the XVS.
Okay.
So I'm earning XVS twice, and I am earning from the collateral I supplied also. Okay. So that's three
when
ways
is this VI? When is this VI payable now?
Anytime I want to pay it back.
Okay.
Anytime I want to pay it back, as long as I still have collateral to cover it.
Okay.
They don't give a stipulated time for you to for the repayment plan or structure.
No.
But what of the percentage? What of the percentage for borrowing? The interest.
Interest for borrowing.
Yes.
As in, okay, now because I did not borrow an asset. I borrowed their stable coin. I'm not paying any interest on it.
Okay.
I will only pay interest if I borrow one of these cryptocurrencies here. You understand? The actual reason they made this VI is so that you can still have access to your funds while it is insured with them. So I had access to part of that my funds and still put it back again to still continue more stuff for me.
Okay.
Now, the equivalent of this Venus platform on the nearest equivalent of this Venus platform on Ethereum is Aave. This is what is worth now.
$405.
So
when was it started? The Aave.
this Aave started. That was September, October. Aave actually started in 2017, 2018, but it started as Earthland, and it was centralized borrowing.
Okay.
So it changed to decentralized borrowing. Yeah, they changed to decentralized borrowing in February. No, I'm sorry, in August, September, October.
Last year?
And no, yeah, last year. And as at that September, October, it was still $27.
Okay. I'm just looking at the increase and all that. So I wanted to know the space of time it took them to close to
come to
this current figure.
Exactly. From that 2017 till this 2020, they rose from $1 to 27.
And just within the space less than 5 months, they have
immediately they changed to decentralized finance.
Okay. They hit this current figure.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But like I told you, Binance projects are going to surpass Ethereum, because for you to borrow on Aave, if you want to borrow $1,000, well, by the time you finish borrowing the $1,000, what you are going to be getting in your account is $900 something instead of the 1,000. So if you want to borrow 1,000, you need to borrow 1,100. But here you can borrow exactly what you want and just pay a little for gas fees. Yes, $1 or $2. So people are appreciating using Binance DeFi projects more than Ethereum, and it's still going to expand. Now, Ethan, why not say something?
I wanted to comment because looking at the what you have explained so far and the way they are going, I think this is the best time to join the train before it hits to that high figure.
Yeah. That, like, projecting that is going to hit, actually, yeah. So I just made this discovery and I decided, okay, one man cannot, if these things work out well, that means very soon millionaire may start coming. One man cannot be a millionaire by
you've been pricing land in Banana Island.
I beg
they'll be pushing you up and down.
I beg. That's if all these things work out well. If there are projects that have lasted for years, so I don't see why this will not last for years. And also, apart from these two, there are others. There are many others. There is Beefy Finance. There is Bakery Swap. Bakery Swap is still cheap. And 0.0 something, Abby. Bakery token. Bakery token is still 0.1. I believe it's still a good project, like Pancake Swap. That's still upcoming. There's a time Pancake Swap was 0.1 now. There is a Spartan Protocol. It's 0.5. What is the name of this other one? Burger. That Burger that's so they have very good projects and some other thing. To be honest with you, I would say I got lucky. I got lucky with that pancake swap, because I was intending to just make it a trade. If it increases, I sell it. Cake. What is the meaning of cake? You understand? But before I sold it, I started hearing a lot of noise on it on Twitter, and I was like, okay, let me check out what this is. And the Binance blockchain week came along last week, and listening to most of them and everything, I was like, oh wow, so this is what is going on here, and I've been ignorant of it since. So like, okay, let me see, let me experiment and see what's happening and all that. People spoke. There are people that some one of the speakers had said he has he has a liquidity of up to $23,000 on, what is it, Uniswap or something? Yeah, even before this their change, and he knows how much he has earned from it. But that what discourages him is that when he earns, by the time he's pulling out the fees and all that, when he wants to, the high fees he's going to pay is going to still crash his earnings. So when he saw Binance blockchain and the fees and all that, he decided, okay, I'm going to come into this. And when he came in, he saw it was relatively easier for him here. So he decided to pull out everything he has from Ethereum and face Binance. And if three, four people like him continues, and then they keep spreading this word. I mean, this pancake swap already has $700 worth of, at least $600 worth of coins locked on it.
Mm-hmm.
While Uniswap that has been in existence for 2 years has 2 billion. PancakeSwap is just how many months, and it already has. I hope this thing will show up. Yeah, 600 and something.
Yeah, 600 and
The
something
total
million.
value that have been provided. Yeah,
Which is correct.
658 million. That's like 1/4 of what Uniswap has in within just 3 months.
Within that space of time. That means it has a higher percentage increase than Uniswap.
You said?
That means it has a higher percentage increase than Uniswap with that short
Yeah,
space of
comparing the time frame. Yeah, Uniswap is 4 years now, and it has two. Let me see if the metrics are there. Let me see if the metrics are there. Okay, yeah, it should be here. Okay, no, this one is just the transactions they process. This is the volume of transaction Uniswap does. This is the volume of transaction PancakeSwap
Okay.
does. This is the volume of transaction Venus does, but in a day. Now, this project has been there for how many years? This
Yes.
one, this one started in June last year. It has done well, but
Okay. See,
people.
see where their launch date is. This one is in
Okay, yeah. So you see their launch date, November 2018. This one September 2020. September 2020. But when it hasn't started liquidity by this time, it started liquidity this December. So this December I started liquidity. Venus, November, and all that. This one since 2019 has been there, but it has already been overtaken. It's built on Ethereum. So this burger swap I was talking about, you see, it's nice. Core Finance. Core Finance is also should be Binance blockchain, but it started on a very high note. I think. Wait, am I mistaking something? Okay, no, Curve is not Binance. It's DAO platform. It's not Binance. Maker DAO. So there are many of them that have been there. There's one that stayed on Binance, and it already blew up somehow. It's and I can't locate that. No, can't remember it. Can't remember the name of that one. But these things have potentials to grow, and I would like if you can also, because money is information. It's information that brings money and all that. So if you are coming into Binance and that from time to time, look out for DeFi projects. Yeah, that's true. Uh, if you can, there's a DeFi coin that is very cheap right now. It's on Binance. Reef.
No, I was getting this reef as a launch tool then, but I was converting.
Yes, I didn't know what it was then.
Yes. I was
Well, I
converting all
read.
of them.
You said?
I was getting it then on launch tool, but I was converting all of them.
Yeah, I know. I converted some of mine too until I said, wait, let me hold on. When I saw it was the DeFi coin, I was like, wait, let me hold on. Let me understand it first. Reef has not yet launched their platform. That's why it is still like this. This is their platform, and I think it's this March. This March, you can see the number of investors it already has, and the ecosystem, financial infrastructure, and then an exchange. That's what Reef is going to be. So what it does, what it wants to do, what Reef is going to do is, you don't need to provide liquidity on Reef. Liquidity is already in many places. So it's going to just link on all those places that liquidities are, and then bring it to its own platform. And people can trade on it straight up without doing anything on Reef. So Reef, I believe, is going to blow up with time, and they've not yet launched their platform. It's still going to have its Reef LP and farms, as you can see, and all that. So by the time it comes up and all that, we'll see. I just believe that it's going to. If you can buy Reef, buy it. Even if it's 1,000 you have, even if it's 500 you have, it's something. Build with it. There will be other DeFi projects coming up and all that, and I believe some of them are still going to have a very unique use cases with time. Be able to come in when they are still cheap, and by the time they launch and do all their stuff, and if they keep giving this times 100, one of these days now, so just tell Elon Musk to give us Tesla. No use test Nigerian road, that kind of thing. So that's the way forward. Seriously. So now, I don't think there's any comment, any clarification, anything at all. Let's
Sure.
yeah.
I think those coins I picked on BNB,
Yeah.
and those taking products that has duration like 30 days.
So the staking products, that's what.
That has durations that I take them that has like the one and
Okay,
alpha
30 days.
and some 60 days. So it means that whenever those days expire now, you can just retake them again now.
Yeah, you can restake them. Once it expires, that's what I do. The ones on Binance, but
Yes, the ones on Binance.
that's what I do. Once I notice it's expired, I just put it back immediately. I put it back immediately.
I think there's no more questions. By next week, I'll call you. I'll see whether I can.
Okay.
I'm not this.
Edu Alpha.
Yeah, so far, the lesson well learned today. I think we have to start gathering our ass to trade on the pancakes and then the vendors, and look out for potential coins as well. So if there are places I have challenges, I will sure let you know.
Okay,
I'm sure you'll be available as well.
no wala. Agana.
Well, I think the bottom line here is to start sourcing for fund or making plans to look for funds. And why having that mind or in mind that this cryptocurrency has its own ups and downs, do you understand?
Yeah, they have their own
But
ups
at the
and
end of
downs.
the day, if one is planning for a long-term purpose, I think he or she will achieve more or will do more instead of pegging to short term. So the bottom line is to looking for sourcing for fun to now diversify or go into this DeFi uh, platform very well. I think I see opportunity there.
Yeah, that's seriously. There's another thing again. These guys do. They do a lottery. So you sign up for the lottery. If you're able to win something, they do it every week, like every week, like almost this thing. So, well, I've not yet done the lottery anyway. With time, we're going to do it and see whether we're going to win. Last week, somebody won $400,000 on it. It's just yeah, somebody won $400,000 on this lottery. We just $10. So
Are you kidding me?
Wow.
seriously. I've been checking their past this thing. At least 200 people win stuff, like from $200, $500, and all that. So it just depends. So with time, it's just for let the funds increase first, then we'll start playing around with some other things. It's money that they use and pursue money. As well. So yeah.
Wait.
Huh?
Wait. Okay, those things are on Binance taking products, right?
Which ones?
If you go to end,
Which ones?
Those coins I bought them.
Yes.
Okay, you're on Binance taking products, Abby?
Yes.
Okay. That's where the coins are.
Wait, oh, no. You went to see all the coins. You want to see the ones you did, but
I have.
The ones you have. No, it's not.
Because I think.
Let me see where you click on lock staking. It's lock staking you're going to click on. Then click on locked. You see them.
Okay. The speed is like they have like 5 days and ERS and
so that's their listing. So yeah.
That's nice. Thank you for the lectures. I really appreciate it.
All right, no Allah. Thank you very much for attending and all that. I believe that God is going to help us to get to where we need to get to.
Okay, so
by next week, I'll call you. I already have the stuff for you. Then we'll buy some BNB.
All right, no Allah. All right now.
all right.
Thank you very much.
Let's have a
nice weekend. Chinedu.
Yeah.
Nice meeting you.
Yeah, I appreciate you. Neto. Nice meeting you too. Neto, do you stay in Lagos?
Yeah. Yes, I do.
What side of Lagos?
First start.
Oh, okay. First start.
Now my boss be this. So.
Okay.
I beg, no show me. No show me finish. No say that. Wait, guy. No say that she finish the bringing sort. No show my ass.
I beg. Is that right? I know. Nice,
Yeah,
nice meeting you guys.
I also believe that we can be having more of these avenues where we get to learn more,
Yeah,
maybe from
if
time
I
to
see
time.
another opportunity, I'll still relate with you guys and all that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
Thank you
right,
so
bro.
much.
Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you.
Oh,
Yeah.
thanks, bro.